Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits, only temporarily, those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you, it steals from all of us. Corruption plunders the nation's wealth. Corrupt people compromise on truth, equity, and fairness, choosing instead to feed off the short-term benefits of crookedness, exploitation, and financial perversion. Corruption is not just a personal matter, it's a culture. It's a way of life, not just for individual people, but for companies, communities, governments, and nations. Corrupt nations, hiding behind large companies, will seek to invest in other weak nations in order to take over the assets of the nation that they've invested into. They will provide financial loans to a nation for the much needed infrastructure, and they will do it with assets that they provide. They will sign contracts by lining the pockets of rotten government officials who participate in this kind of corruption and are then held hostage by their own deceit and greed. Corruption is nothing less than a form of theft and national robbery. A corrupt person steals from everyone in society.
When you hear that, family, you're supposed to know that by heart by now. People, how you guys doing? Well, we have something to talk to you guys about. Yeah? So, you see, there is, when you know always you call us say, let me throw this out there. Put my thumbnail out there. See there. So, I'm going to play something for you now. I'm going to want you to listen. Real good. And when we're done, we're going to talk. This is the president, union head, the taxi, I think what? The taxi up a town, just section of the taxi, just one fraction of the taxi association in Jamaica because they have several. You understand me? So this brother here claims that he represent the taxi man them. But people, like I said, the bait and switch government promise the taxi operator and bus operator them to that they might have a fear, raise them fear for them so that they have better quality life. Because they might say road bad, expense bad, gas high, and all these things. So hold on the people. So them promise these operators a fair hike during the election. Use them again. Bait and switch again. Remember on this platform, I call them out. So these guys, some of them probably vote the last election based on the promise that was made to them about this increase in fear. That them should get some more increase in April So just before April, the transport minister and finance minister hurried up and went go have a meeting with look like some of the taxi operator them. It look like this brother here, them have a meeting with. You see me as a family? That's the brother them have a meeting with. Hence my thumbnail. I want you guys to listen this. And when we're done, we are going to talk. Gonna hear me talk all the time. People, I was a shop steward at my job. I know exactly what is going on here. I represent men and my and my job. Me telling already before. We got different negotiation. And yes, you have to give and take, but go and make decision on your own and sell out the people them. All right, listen to this.
Thank you so much for joining us for All Angles. I'm Dion Jacksmilo. In October 2023, Transport Minister Daryl Bals announced a fare increase for public transport operators.
Subcommittee's proposal was presented to Cabinet, and the rates that were approved were a 19% increase effective Sunday, October 15th, with a further 16% effective April 2024. In 2021, they were granted a 25%, 2021, for which they got the 15% and were to get an additional 10%, which did not happen.
Now, days before the April 2024 increase was to take effect, this statement from the minister.
I can confirm that I met with the transport operators on Thursday with the Minister of Finance, and we were able to arrive at a conclusion to defer the increase of the 16% that's due to the transport operators on the 1st of April.
Now, that agreement was reached between the government and the Public Transport Operators Steering Committee. But some transport operators have been saying, hold on, we didn't agree with that. And we're going to be hearing from some of them this evening. We have in studio with us, we're going to be talking to public transport operators Conroy Nesbeth, as well as Tigana Madden. We're also going to be hearing from development economist Dr. Chris Stokes. Before that, though, one of the people who initially had announced agreement with the delay in the fare increase was Edgerton Newman of TODS, Transport Operators Develop Sustainable Services, and I spoke with him earlier today.
Have you been suffering from the after effects of a car crash? The good news is...
Earlier today. This issue of the delay in the fare increase. Now, we had been told that the Public Transport Operators Steering Committee had met with the Minister of Transport, Minister of Finance, and had agreed to delay the fare increase that was due. So first of all, is TODS a member of the committee?
Absolutely. We have 2 seats on the committee.
Listen.
And were you yourself in the meeting?
Sure, I was there.
So with that proposal having been put to the committee that the increase should be delayed, was there consultation with the various operators that took place before agreeing to what the government was proposing?
That's a very good question, Dion, because there was no consultation with the team or the transport sector at large before the meeting. We were taken out. I personally taken by surprise. I was given about a 48 hours notice, less than 48 hours notice, when my assistant advised me that there's a meeting and I should be in attendance. Now, I don't know if it's a reason why this was done, but in hindsight...
No, my apologies, because you're speaking about notice that the meeting was going to be held. That's not what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm saying you're sitting in the meeting and the Minister of Transport, Minister of Finance, whoever it was that said it, said we want to delay the April 1 fare increase.
Yeah.
And you all just agreed, just like that, in the meeting. Is that correct? Because we saw the statement that came out after the meeting.
There was a raft of suggestions.
No, man, make us stick with the increase.
Yes.
You all agreed in the meeting to delay the increase.
Yes, because of the presentation made by the Minister of Finance.
No, but on what basis would you think that you would have the authority to do that? Something that's so monumental and going to affect the operators all across without in the country, without saying, hold on, we have to go talk to our people.
Yes. In hindsight, we could have done things differently.
But that's not hindsight, Mr. Newman. You must now say you have to take that back to your people. That's basic negotiation.
But, you know, there are slips every time that you goes around doing things. Sometimes you slip. And this one, we do slip. And a matter of fact, I was going to say tonight at a very important meeting that, yes, we think we've made a mistake. What is in the interest of the public transport sector? Because what is happening now, we are moving with alacrity to do something that we have not done in 5 years. We have been asking for in 5 years. It is being addressed today. As we speak, as we sit here, there is a committee meeting. And because of me attending your meeting here, I could not. But there is a meeting now.
I'm coming back to the fair increase. Yeah. So does that, though, not suggest that you and your representatives on the committee should not be there representing transport owners and operators?
Absolutely not. I'm doing this thing for 25 years.
No, but that's not the issue.
No, I'm saying to you, absolutely, you asked a question, and I'm saying absolutely not.
Yeah, but let me finish the question so you know what it is you're responding to. If you are going to go into a meeting and agree that my money, as say I'm a taxi operator,
yes,
my bread and butter, which I am expecting an additional 16% increase on my fare, April 2024, and you go in and you meekly agree to the government saying, all right, we're going to hold it off. Without even coming back to us, doesn't that suggest that the people who are in there supposedly representing the transport operators really and truly don't know how to negotiate?
Not as simple as that, the way you say it, because we listen, we have a serious discussion, we ask questions, and at the end of the day, we have an agreement. As I said before, we should have done it the other way around by taking that suggestion from the minister and go back to our members. You know, if you know the transport sector well, you will never have a meeting with them sitting around the table to discuss the matter. They thought you should just go and do it. If you do it wrong, we're going to take your head for it. If you do it right, then fine, we can applaud. That's how it went.
A whole group of transport operators came to TVJ today to say, among other things, they are not in agreement with the delay in the increase, and they said that you do not represent their interests on the committee.
I would agree with them saying that because they're very upset. They're very perturbed.
You agree with what exactly?
No, I would agree with them to say anything. Any argument they put to the fore, I agree with them because, as I said before, here's a group of taxi operators. Not many of them. It's 37,000 of us. You have about maybe 20 of them making a demand. They're not part of any organization and a grouping, but they just come together over the past couple of days and decide they're going to have a march today. I agree with them. Have your march. Let the powers that be know that you're upset. And we must now take action from that by saying, listen, Minister, we agree with you, we're in problems now. What are you going to do now, tomorrow, the next 6 months, 4 months, 3 months? I'll tell you, one of the things...
So before you go on, because you mentioned that it's 30,000.
Yes.
How many members do you have in your association?
I represent 11,000 members and really speak on behalf of the sector.
You represent 11,000 members, yes. All of them legitimate members of your organization?
Legitimate, but we representing them.
Okay, just to say that one of the allegations that has been made is that that number has been swelled by...
I don't blame you if you feel like the state don't care about you one bit.
That has been made is that that number has been swelled by taking membership names from other organizations and adding them to the TOGS membership list.
Well, I wouldn't even respond to that the way you would want me to respond because they know nothing about organization. They will listen. It's because of differences why they come together and put all these things together because they were very much in touch with what we're doing. They commended me on a daily basis. Continue, Mr. Newman, you're doing very good.
People, I wonder for the year I go on here. You see that brother? In my book, the brother sell out the operators them. How you gonna represent these men? And make all these decisions for the men. Behind them back, mouth full of all type of stuff. Make we list this brother a little bit more because something not right at John Sharp.
No, that's one. But today they are saying otherwise because they've taken an agreement because for what they weren't, there was no discussion with them. And I'm saying I agree with the position they take. That doesn't say that tomorrow.
So you can't try to cover yourself now, though.
No, and I'm covering the sector. to which they are part of. I'm saying, hindsight, we could have done it differently. We should have done it differently. I think we made a mistake, and it's for us to now revisit what we have done. It cannot be changed, but we are putting in things in place as we speak to address the shortfalls.
But I'm listening to you and you're saying different things all at the same time. You're saying we now need to revisit what we have done, but it cannot be changed. So how are you going to revisit?
No, but we have given the minister our word. He has said, well, hopefully the next financial year, if Envision stay at single digits by November of this year, we accept.
So hold on, we're in now April 2024. So we're at the very beginning of the 2024-25 fiscal year.
Yes.
And you're saying the minister, without any time frame, without any outside deadline, has said that the increase may come 1 year from now, or even not even 1 year. It could be 2 years, because the next financial year, March 2026, in fact, is also going to be in the next financial year. So you're saying the operators could be waiting indefinitely for this increase.
They would listen. We have waited 8 years.
No.
Wow.
We have waited 8 years for it.
Wow.
Answer my question.
We see you want to answer the question the way you want me to answer it.
No.
We
Wow.
have waited 8 years. No, I'm saying we cannot be waiting another 11 months for a second increase.
So you
It
said
could come before.
maybe. So
Well,
maybe
it's a matter of words. It's a matter of words.
nearly 2 years.
So I must say, then waited 8 years. So they can wait 11 months for the next I want to hear what the man I say. This man don't own a bus or a taxi. So you see what the taxi operator and bus operator screw themselves. Make we listen, come I talk to them when we're done.
And maybe longer, because you just said the minister.
Yes, I know the use of words here, but I'm saying if single digits remain to November with inflation, then next year we will get another fair increase. I'm hoping that it will come before. I'm not going to put anybody no.
Except you clearly have absolutely no idea and no assurance.
Oh, nothing is wrong with that. I'm saying to you, next year, nothing is wrong with giving an assurance that people don't like or don't want. I'm saying hold it for this year. Let's remains a single digit by November.
May I ask you how many taxis or buses you own?
Absolutely none, and this is one of the concerns. Oh, Mr. Newman don't own a taxi.
Yeah.
I don't own a taxi, and I'm happy I don't own a bus.
Can you stop one moment before you continue? So
Yeah.
let's be clear about what is being said here. You, Editor Newman, you don't own a single taxi.
Absolutely not.
A single bus.
Yes.
So all these agreements about taxi fare increase actually don't affect you at
Nope.
all.
No empathy.
When you have 100 calls per day about issues in the public transport sector, it's like they own 100 cars.
No man, you don't at all. So you are taking.
Does the minister
please,
own a taxi or bus?
Minister, can you please hold on?
No, I'm not the minister, but does the
Can
minister
you
of
please
transport
Mr.
own a taxi or bus?
That is so completely irrelevant.
It is
No.
not. But asking
Mr.
me if I own
Newman,
a taxi or bus is also irrelevant.
No, it's actually not.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
what is happening is that you have gone into a meeting with government representatives, and you
30 of us has gone into a meeting.
Yeah,
30 leaders in the public transport
Mr.
sector
Newman,
and one single
Mr.
person.
Newman, may I finish my question?
Okay.
You have gone into a meeting and you have agreed to defer an increase
Yes.
till nobody knows when, because you yourself just said maybe in the next financial year. You have no idea. You are making bread and butter decisions, critical decisions affecting people's income on a basis on which it actually no matter to you at all.
Ja.
So it doesn't matter
If
to
it
you
didn't matter
if
to me, I would
it's
not
fair
if
increase.
it did not matter to me, I would not be in that meeting in the first place. It's because it matters to me
No,
and the rest of the sector why I was in the meeting.
you have no financial interest at stake here in terms of taxi increases. So you can afford to pay 2 years for a taxi increase because you don't want a taxi.
On a daily base, on an hourly base, I invest in public transportation. My time is the most important thing, and I've been doing that for the past 20 odd years. That's a major investment, a human resource investment.
And you never even thought to talk to the people who actually own taxi and bus to find out if they would have a problem with the increase being deferred.
I've been doing it for 20 odd years.
Wow.
Is that the first time I applied for a fair increase? And they wasn't in the process of applying for the fair increase. We were as leaders, and we have done it years after years. This one time make a slip, and then they want to have my head. Well, no problem. I'm slamming the ticket.
All right. I'm out of time. Gonna have to leave it there. Always
Thank you very much.
Let's go to the break. We'll soon come.
People, you hear that? People, you hear that? No. Deanna asked some good question, you know. And if she, if she'd have some more time, she could have sieve him out like flour, and I sieve out, weave out a flour. Let me tell you what the taxi man them do and the bus man them do. When you get the wrong man for the association head and a union people, union association. When you get the wrong man for the job. When you get a man among your peer, him have to feel no pain. Him not have no bus or taxi, brother. Him not jumping on a patrol and buy no bar giant and no have to fix something, brother. So when you get a man like this will come dress up in a green. They on TV in a green. So you show the side him depan. And who him represent. Come here, taxi man. Everything you know love politics, you know. You see how politics screw, you know. Look. You see how politics screw, you know. You look here, man. A taxi now running, you know, and bus. Take politics out of it. Because when police give ticket, then now look for you and ask who you vote for. The patrol and ask who you vote for. Take politics out of it. You know, so politics may gonna have him there. What's his qualification? What is his qualification? Him have bus? Him have taxi? I feel say him near my food. Let me tell you why I feel say near my food. Upon my platform, I go open the eye, you know. All right. It's called Divide and Conquer. And for the umpteenth time, I go tell you this. Bus and taxi operator. When I look on the pay raise where this government give teacher, them say they give teacher raise, you know. Them about me give the teacher raise. What kind of teacher raise them give? I'm the principal and above, man. Some people up there so get big raise, man. I'm not talking about them really pay them handsomely. Like hundreds of % raise and all them thing there. They don't give them a look at 20, 30, 50% raising. Listen to me I talk about. A overkill of raise them give to people in the education field, the bottom feeders, the little teacher them don't get nothing. I'm going to show you why. Police, the bottom feeder them, no get nothing. Like you have to have khaki clothes on, all them sitting up beyond. You get big pay. People, some case hundreds of %. Why them do it? Me don't know. One of us split up and bless everybody down below. Nursing field, medical field, same thing them do people. The little nurse them, nibbles and bit them get. The people at the top in the AC unit, handsome raise. Want you understand, you know? Why would they do that? Them do that to put a foot on the teacher them, the police them, and the nurse them who want to come protest head. When you give these people money, they will do everything in their power to do what you want them to do, like stopping the teachers, the nurse, and the police from going slow, from coming out and protest, and making the government look bad. So that is a fee, and that is a payment to them to keep a foot and a whip on the little teacher them. Say, fair, I better not go back out to go march. Same thing I am vigilant with the union head here. I feel send them a piece of food. Look like food eat. Look like food eat to come out there, come put him foot on the taxi and the bus man neck. Tell him, say, don't strike now, man. You know, make the government look good. No strike now. He must say, Uno can, for 8 years, Uno get no pay. Look at these people. He said, for 8 years, the guys did not get no raise in fee. Uno can stay 11 months more. Uno can wait 11 months more. I want to understand this on association head. Because if out there represent Uno in a green shirt, take one to get, man. No, it's a fool. Uno, make Nigel and Vaz, some greasy mouth man, big neck man, Big gut man, full of money. What for property, what for things, boy? Yeah. Want up on the 300% raise where them didn't even need. Because them all for things before that. I come, me talk about man with them got full, make big mouth greasy. I come tell dry mouth, flower mouth taxi man where I go through rough life. Say, wait, look a bit, don't take the pay raise. And uno sit down there and say yes to it. Uno sit down there and say yes to it. Let me tell you, no man, for negotiate. Most of union head, you know. Uno need to stop have sympathy upon them people. Then I no sympathy upon uno. Uno need to stop play like uno sweet na guy, nice guy for politics. Then again, take one goddamn get. Uno go like uno upon the plantation. Uno gonna make some big neck, greasy mouth politician with us damn fried chicken and pork and sitting. Uno hungry taxi man we can't buy gas. You can't want fix when last. Uno get a overall. Uno want to take you go a good mechanic. You can't take you go there. When I get a little man, uno know uno can't give me a little thing for fixing a ride. What do you know? And make some boy come in there. We already get 300% raise. Convince uno, so uno must take the nibbles and bit. Me say so enough. Look here, man. What is this? And this brother was say represent uno. Like him go up on the side, run a side door there, go make some deal for uno. Come here say, uno agree with it. Uno know him at talk about him to represent uno. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. And this platform, me do whole part video, you know? And me do all kind of video. And in videos I me do before, me tell you guys often that I was a union steward at my job. Me represent people at the railroad. Right? So, me know how these things go. You cannot have Labour Right and PNP as your representative. You cannot have no diated PNP and no Labour Right. Then how am I going to work for you and represent you? Me say this in a video, me say my video them out there, man, is like he does say everything I go on so. Can we know these things? He is going to come back and tell you, taxi operator, me say me do video like this already. When me a beg uno say, the head of the union or association cannot be politically aligned. You can go vote, but you can't be no like you run for some office boy under politics because it's not gonna benefit uno. Take politics out on the bread and butter, taxi and bus man. Our politics are screwing over here, so you know. Politics pies in the whole of this. Because he is gonna come back to you guys. I was a shop steward, I know exactly the words. Oh hard. Me working at the negotiation, man. Man, they should see me pounding desk in that negotiation. I was working hard, man. One of the time I was cussing. Man, they got me hot up in there, man. I started cussing somebody, man. Yeah, I was speaking for you guys. My voice was loud for you. I was working hard for you. But, man, all I could come back with, man, this is what they say, man. This is it. You know, I try hard for you guys, man. This is the best I could get for you guys. This is the best deal, man. You want to bet him come back, come tell Uno say how hard him work in the negotiation, in the meeting with them boy, yeah? How hard. Come here and tell Dean Jackson, you know? Yeah, man, we speak, man, and we ask questions and we this and that. Them boy melt like butter when they say politician. They melt and wet all in them shoes, all them socks in them foot wet up. Anyway, him sit down and get up, he wet up. Them boy melt when they say politician. That's how Jamaica stay. Me say politics, take out the money out of the pocket, taxi and bus operator. This a man a company and Jackson in a green shirt. Show you. Our politics do not represent no yard. Do not represent no home and no family. Do not idiot. Do not represent politics. Politics you don't want, politics you don't get. This man named green shirt. Green shirt. They want to respect. You think this man I go against him party? When it's an idiot. You cannot have nobody who are P or J to represent you when it comes to these things. And me I tell Uno, me no come to stand long with Uno, but me I show Uno say, Uno screw Uno own self. Uno make Nigel and Vaz come tell Uno say, the deferred payment, just hold on, not take the payment yet. And them don't know when Uno ever get a raise a pay, bus and taxi driver, and Uno one have to face the bad road. Parts expensive. Me one of the driver talk about say, it's only his cabin bulb in the bus, roof bulb. the cheapest thing on him coaster. Him say everything expensive. Cost of living gone up. You can't carry $10,000 go buy grocery no more Friday daytime. You cannot carry of nothing. So how you sit down in there before some boy with teeth 300% raise? Jamaica, me tell you no, stop make them boy come around, come convince you no. And the boy in Nigeria there, I pay how much $100 million per empty building. Him couldn't look at a man. How not gonna make them boy they convince you no? Me son no lick on the head, man. Taxi driver no almost drink too much rum and boom, yeah, man. Something wrong with the people, yeah, man. I love the plantation, yeah, man. And me I tell them if you come, they don't want to come. Boy, we get 300% raise. Them man pay money per empty building. That's how they get the thief for the money, you know. Pay money, them talk about them pay money to contractors, pay money for this, because them get kickback. As a politician thief on no money. Contract them do, them pay money to contractors, bloated contracts, pregnant contracts, because them get kickback. As the thief taxpayers' money. Empty building, nobody in it. And taxi man know all of them things and read the news. So them boy have money for do anything they want to do. They take 300% raise from Uno. 300. And taxi man forget to look at nibbles and bit. God day. And the boy run come to Uno. Say Uno gonna make the economy. What? Hold on there. And Uno take that bait the taxi man. Say if Uno gonna make the economy sink or do something to the economy, if Uno live up on the fear. If we don't get the fear increase, you're going to mash up the economy. Me say, me that tell them to big bad word. And say, me now go down pan what me a turn up on unless, oh no, reduce, give back the 300% raise because they never need it in the first place. Uno was always rich. Them always rich people before the 300% raise. They never needed people. They will go take it because they can. It's like taking candy out of baby mouth. And they make boy take 300% raise. Greasy mouth, big neck boy, big gut boy, they're fat. Have houses, offshore account. You no hungry taxi man. Can't be a license and show no car. Just did a day when you forget a break with a license. When the ticket wanna have, I never remember. And I beg for help from them boy. They never give me no help. A matter of fact, they right truck so them have to go take out loan. And someone want to take out loan and still get on the license suspended. Now, have your license if you go drive a taxi to pay back the loan, and you still owe the loan and you sit down home. Remember, that right, Chuck? Encourage you know. If you go take out loan for pay for them tickets, because government no give you no chance. You never remember? Toll, and the toll, I don't know, man. And I know people may say politics screw them. Can they get them and represent them as a head? Come out in them green shirt people. Real labor right green shirt. No man. Uno cannot have PNP heads of union or labor heads of union. Nobody. People. You know when we start pay attention to that? The last election. Not this, the last general election. We start pay attention to Bustamante Industrial Trade Union. President. He's a senator in the Labour Party. Look on that. We do video on that already, you know. A lot of teaching me up on this platform, you know. Bustamante Industrial Trade Union, BITU. The president is a labor rights senator. You know, come here, man. You can't make this up, people. So how am I going to represent the work of them without singing the same song when government are singing? Let us ask. Is he going to put his foot down and put on pressure on his government where people, he must senator, labor rights senator. So is he going to put the fire and the heat upon them on behalf of you and your family? Eh? No want something? You don't have to pay rent? On a taxi man, screwing yourself over and bus driver. When you screw yourself over, get rid of this brother here. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Say get rid of him. You gotta go through it one more time. Get rid of this man here.
It's 16%. That's
But listen, man.
Thank you so much for joining us for All Angles. I'm Dion Jacksmillo. In October 2023, Transport Minister Daryl Vaz announced a fare increase for public transport operators.
Bait and switch.
subcommittee's proposal was presented to Cabinet, and the rates that were approved were a 19% increase effective Sunday, October 15th, with a further 16% effective April 2024. In 2021, they were granted a 25% 2021, for which they got the 15% and were to get an additional 10%, which did not happen.
Now, days before the April 2024 increase was to take effect, this statement from the minister.
I can confirm that I met with the transport operators on Thursday with the Minister of Finance, and we were able to arrive at a conclusion to defer the increase of the 16% that's due to the transport operators on the 1st of April.
Now, that agreement was reached between the government and the Public Transport Operators Steering Committee. But some transport operators have been saying, hold on, we didn't agree with that. And we're going to be hearing from some of them this evening. We have in studio with us, we're going to be talking to public transport operators Conroy Nesbeth, as well as Tigana Madden. We're also going to be hearing from development economist Dr. Chris Stokes. Before that, though, one of the people who initially had announced agreement with the delay in the fare increase was Edgerton Newman of TODS. Transport Operators Develop Sustainable Services, and I spoke with him earlier today. This issue of the delay in the fare increase. Now, we had been told that the Public Transport Operators Steering Committee had met with the Minister of Transport, Minister of Finance, and had agreed to delay the fare increase that was due. So first of all, is TODS a member of the committee?
Absolutely. We have 2 seats on the committee.
And were you yourself in the meeting?
Sure, I was there.
So with that proposal having been put to the committee that the increase should be delayed, was there consultation with the various operators that took place before agreeing to what the government was proposing?
That's a very good question, Dion, because there was no consultation with the team or the transport sector at large before the meeting. We were taken out. I personally taken by surprise. I was given about a 48 hours notice, less than 48 hours notice, when my assistant advised me that there's a meeting and I should be in attendance. Now, I don't know if it's a reason why this was done, but in hindsight...
No, my apologies, because you're speaking about notice that the meeting was going to be held. That's not what I'm saying.
Yes.
I'm saying you're sitting in a meeting and the Minister of Transport, Minister of Finance, whoever it was that said it, said we want to delay the April 1 fare increase. And you all just agreed, just like that, in the meeting. Is that correct? Because we saw the statement that came out after the meeting.
There was a raft of suggestions.
No, man, we could stick with the increase.
Yes.
You all agreed in the meeting to delay the increase.
Yes, because of the presentation made by the Minister of Finance.
No, but on what basis would you think that you would have the authority to do that? Something that's so monumental and going to affect the operators all across without the country.
I agree.
Going without saying, hold on, we have to go talk to people.
Yes. You know, in hindsight, we could have done things differently.
Yeah.
But that's not hindsight.
You
must not say you have to take that back to your people.
Yes,
that's basic negotiation.
But, you know, there are slips every time that you go around doing things. Sometimes you slip. And this one, we do slip. And as a matter of fact, I was going to say tonight at a very important meeting that, yes, we think we've made a mistake. What is in the interest of the public transport sector? Because what is happening now, we are moving with alacrity to do something that we have not done in 5 years. We have been asking for in 5 years. It has been addressed today. As we speak, as we sit here, there is a committee meeting. And because of me attending your meeting here, I could not. But there is a meeting now.
I'm coming back to the fare increase. Yeah. So does that, though, not suggest that you and your representatives on the committee should not be there representing transport owners and operators?
Absolutely not. I'm doing this thing for 25 years.
No, but that's not the issue.
No, I'm saying to you, absolutely, ask a question, and I'm saying absolutely not.
Yeah, but let me finish the question so you know what it is you're responding to. If you are going to go into a meeting and agree that my money As say, I'm a taxi operator.
Yes.
My bread and butter, which I am expecting an additional 16% increase on my fare, April 2024. And you go in and you meekly agree to the government saying, all right, we're going to hold it off. Without even coming back to us, doesn't that suggest that the people who are in there supposedly representing the transport operators really and truly don't know how to negotiate?
Not as simple as that, the way you say it, because we listen, we have a serious discussion, we ask questions, and at the end of the day, we have an agreement. As I said before, we should have do it the other way around by taking that suggestion from the minister and go back to our members. You know, if you know the transport sector well, you will never have a meeting with them sitting around the table to discuss the matter. They thought you should just go and do it. If you do it wrong, we're going to take your head for it. If you do it right, then fine, with an applaud. That's how it went.
A whole group of transport operators came to TBJ today to say, among other things, they are not in agreement with the delay in the increase. And they said that you do not represent their interests on the committee.
I would agree with them saying that because they're very upset. They're perturbed.
You agree with what they
said?
No,
I would agree with them to say anything. Any argument they put to the fore, I would agree with them. Because, as I said before, here's a group of taxi operators. Not many of them. It's 37,000 of us. You have about maybe 20 of them making a demand. They're another part of any organization and a grouping, but they just come together over the past couple of days and decide they're going to have a march today. I agree with them. Have your march. Let the powers that be know that you're upset. And we must now take action from that by saying, listen, Minister, we agree with you, we're in problems now. What are you going to do now, tomorrow, the next 6 months, 4 months, 3 months? I'll tell you, one of the things...
Sorry, before you go on, because you mentioned that there is 30,000.
Yes.
How many members do you have in your association?
I represent 11,000 members and really speak on behalf of the sector.
You represent 11,000 members, yes. All of them legitimate members of your organization?
Legitimate, but we representing them.
Okay, just to say that one of the allegations that has been made is that that number has been swelled by taking membership names from other organizations and adding them to the TOD's membership list.
Well, I wouldn't even respond to that the way you would want me to respond because they know nothing about organization. They will listen. It's because of differences why they come together and put all these things together because they were very much in touch with what we're doing. They commended me on a daily basis. Continue, Mr. Newman, you're doing very good. You know, that's on. But today they are saying otherwise because they've taken an agreement because
you sell them out.
There was no discussion with them. And I'm saying I agree with the position they take. That doesn't say that tomorrow.
So I can't try to cover yourself now, though.
No, and I'm covering the sector to which they are part of. I'm saying hindsight.
All right, guys, it messed up. So we could go further now because me have some of that. Who is Mr. Newman? Because when them guys pick people to represent them, want to make sure so they pick up some type of people when they have some local thing pan them name, you know. I want to do. Want to pick up some man where name no look good boy either, you know. Him name no look good. Mr. Newman name is not looking good out here. You don't know who this guy is? Make we find out a little bit more about this guy right here. Who is Mr. Newman? We don't know him. Let's find out how him be, man. Who's this guy? Boy, ugly no ratty like my phone here, though. Anyway, it's a beautiful soul. Anyway, watch this, people. Farmer Taxi Association head, Egerton Newman and fraud rap. Who is this guy? This is 2018. Who is this guy? Who them have as? You see, when you not pick people, you not pick, so tell you not pick. Shh. You not pick certain people to represent. Look who them have. Look who these taxi man that me say. You see Labour right and PNP. Politics are gonna be the downfall and enough away. Everything we put politics before we even with family. Look on the man green shirt. You see shirt? And that him represent. Right? You think you are go against those people and make them look bad? Them are telling him, say, boy, you're gonna make the economy this and economy that. You think you might go against them? Look at his shirt. And this man, a taxi operator and bus operator have feel them. Now we could find out who the taxi and bus operator, if them have no integrity even, Figure a man like this. Now, Farmer Taxi Association head, Egerton Newman, and fraud rap. That's this man right here. And fraud rap. We want to find out who this guy is. Because this guy no own a bus, him no own a taxi. Who him be? How him so close and so cozy with his taxi and his bus? How him so deep in it? Who not get somebody for represent on man? Get a coaster or a bus or a taxi man. Get somebody who drop in a patrol like a owner man. Get somebody where as the price I go up and I go deep in the pocket for gas and parts. I feel with you, man. This a boy I don't want nothing. So hold on, I can read there, man. Egerton Newman, former president of National Association of Taxi Operators, is facing fraud charges following allegations that he collected $105,000 from 3 taxi operators under the guise that he could get them Hackney carriage license out, but failed to deliver. So this is one of the so this man would be probably one of them man where hang around motor vehicle depot, claims to them know somebody. Me say something must in a something, man. How this a man own a vehicle and own is a position? I make them attack and deal. Taxi man, they put politics and bus man above them yard. I know yard, and if you think about when I voting time, I go vote. What my God, man. We never get a real deep labor right or a real deep PNP to do this for honor. Anytime we do that, on a feel. Taxi and bus operator, listen to me. If the union head or you went in the head is a PNP or a labor right, the association head, you feel. Remember, because they now come back, come tell you nothing. So let me read about this man, because on the go like so never know, so them a man have them a file for owner represent on so. The 58-year-old accused of, and this is at what, 2018. So the 58-year-old accused of Gilligan Avenue, Kingston, will face 3 counts of fraudulent conversion when he appears in Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. According to allegations, in December 2016, Newton collected $25,000 from the first complainant and promised to get him the Hackney carriage license by March of the following year. However, when it was time for the license to be delivered, it was reportedly not forthcoming, and the complainant was unable to get a refund of his money. In the second instance, it is alleged that Newman collected $25,000 from another taxi operator to provide him with the Hackney carriage license as well, but was unable to deliver. Later in the same month, it is further alleged that the accused collected $55,000 from another complainant and promised to get him a similar license within 3 months, but was unable to fulfill the promises, and efforts by the complainants to recover his money, proven futile. The complainants reported the matter to the matter, and Newman was arrested and charged. So this man of them have a represent them. You know, say an idiot. Taxi and bus man. You don't get what I get, man. Take him, man. You know, say an idiot. I don't know. What kind of representation this? You know, say an idiot. Politics, people. Come here, Jamaica. Look how taxi and bus operator use politics hurt themselves. Look here. Look on the baggage. I'm going to show no more. And this alone, you know. Sure, this a man like him have a rap sheet, brother. So when I understand what I do. Newman was arrested and charged. Yesterday, when Newman returned to court, he did not enter a plea, but indicated that he was not aware of one complainant and asked for 2 weeks to make restitution. So him know about one of the complainant and asked for 2 weeks to pay back. So a true, he was charged. Arrested and charged. He was arrested and charged. So if you're arrested and charged for stuff like, would that be a felony? That's not a misdemeanor, guys. It's a felony. And overseas, you'll be spending a nice little slice behind bars, don't it? So you would consider this man a felon. But he's the association head. No. I believe them guys wrong. When the guys are no, what do I do? Only work up here dunce. I drive taxi and bus, so. Me know someone educated. Don't play with me. Only work up here dunce. Drive transportation, so. Not so. No for no brilliant to go all type of school and college. No for no go to university where I drive bus and taxi, you know. You can't fool me. Me see you know. Me used to live in Jamaica too. Eh? Only go like you done so. Bus and taxi man. Only go like you done so. How are this? What kind of man you have a lead, you know? Come here, man. Me have to expose them backside too. Because them a big bugu. Them I learn today, you know. Parish Judge Maxine Ellis then questioned why he had not brought any money to repay the complainant since he had indicated on the last occasion his willingness to return the money. So him did it. You know, see us people. Yesterday, when Newman returned to court, he did not enter a plea, but indicated that he was not aware of one complaint and asked for 2 weeks to make restitution. So you know nobody will complain. Man, an idiot. You know, Jamaican, Jamaican people, them are making no say owe them. And them say they want their money. They nengi. Them want their money. So me not believe what him say. Parish Judge Maxine Ellis then questioned why he had not brought any money to repay the complainant, since he had indicated on the last occasion his willingness to return their money. It was then that Newman told the court that he had $10,000 to give to the court. If that is a part of the payment, why not give it up? What are you going to do? Put it up and let it grow in your hand? The judge asked Newman, who then handed the money over to the court. You know, I like the money. Judge, I say I agree. Why money go in the hand? That judge is not easy. So the man handed over the money to the court. The judge then told Newman that the money was a drop in the bucket and warned him to ensure that when he returned to court on June 19, he has all of the remainder. Newman bail was then extended. So I fell on your people. Newman was convicted in 2007. Listen me, another the first time. How are the caca close aguana? Newman was convicted in 2007 on similar charges after allegedly defrauding 7 members of the National Association of Taxi Operators of more than $36,000 after promising that he could obtain taxi license for them in 2005. So he's a scammer. He was given a 6-month suspended sentence. And when they enforce the law in Jamaica, so this man never really see prison. Him do it 2 times. Him do it twice. So this man's a career criminal, would you say? Guys, comment section. In America, due to the law, what him did, would that be considered a felon? So it'd be a felon. And a felony, people. Tell me what going in the comment section. So Newman was convicted in 2007 on similar charges after allegedly defrauding 7 members of the National Association of Taxi Operators of more than $36,000 after promising that he could obtain taxi license for them in 2005. He was given a 6-month suspended sentence. Why? No, man, something not right there. Somebody knows somebody in the courthouse or what's going on. It's not the first this man do it. When I show me say, don't I saw a different thing where I go from where I want to pass. Apart from what him go do against the taxi and bus operator, when I tell me say the man go get arrested and charged for for something, don't I saw. You see, accused 3 counts of fraudulent conversion when he appears in Kingston and St. Andrew. 25,000, 55,000. Free your clients here, get them Hackney carried license. So hold on there. So them people they know you at the motor vehicle depot at Jamaica. So that's why the taxi man them choose you. They not care about no background or nothing. Why Jamaica where we own downfall? Where we own downfall? What else this brother been doing? Me already show you why I do that. A 2-time name call pan take people money. So make us see what else him do. And that was, make us try pull up that brother record there, man. I see what I do. February 19, 2008. Let's see what trial of farmer, head of taxi association delayed. The trial of farmer, president of the National Association of Taxi Operators, NATO, Egerton Newton. No, here we are going, people. Lord Jesus. The trial of former president of the National Association of Taxi Operators, Egerton Newton, for sexual offenses charges was delayed in the home circuit on February 18. We could see who this brother is, who them money ever represent them. Me know say enough of our fathers and all these things, bus and taxi operator and certain things uno can do. So make we see who uno have a represent uno. Uno have to look on people background, what uno do, man? Chaja. The court was unable to hear the case because the defense was not ready. The trial said the court was unable to hear the case because the defense was not ready. The trial was pushed back until April 14. Newman was charged in January last year for carnal abuse by detectives assigned to the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, following allegation that he sexually molested. Jesus Christ. For allegation that he essayed a 12-year-old girl. He was also charged with harboring a child under the Child Care and Protection Act 2004. Hold on this. So another double case again. Hold on there, people. I want me see what I want to see. Close. So, because this is what in 2008. This is in 2008. The trial of the National Association of Taxi Operators, blah, 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 which was delayed until February 18. The court was unable to hear the case because the defense was not ready. The trial was pushed back until April 14th. Newman was charged in January last year. So he was charged in 2007 for carnal abuse by detectives assigned to the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, following allegation that he essayed a 12-year-old girl. He is also charged with harboring a child under the Child Care and Protection Act of 2004. That's 2004 the act came out. Yeah. It is reported that on January 10th, 2007, a fair was held at NATO's Duke Street headquarters. So a National Association for Taxi Operators. So him the president. And there's a fair keeping there. You remember upon this platform, I tell you, some man no big woman a pick them want, and whenever you have a fair or sports day at school, you see them put on their clothes and then they're gonna staff room, gonna look one big grown teacher, pick them, gonna look. However, let me continue to read this and see what I want to say. It is reported that on January 10th, 2007, a fair was held at his headquarters, where I work, and Duke Street headquarters, which also houses a modeling agency. The 12-year-old complainant reportedly attended the fair, which ended late in the night. Whatever they're up to, man. The fair ended late in the night. Investigators say the child was encouraged to sleep at the premises, and during the wee hours, Mr. Newman allegedly forced himself. He has denied the allegation. So this case right here, people, this case right here, I think I don't think this case went too far because then again, man slippery like a heel, get off or acquitted or something like that. We get to understand upon further investigation what happened to this case here. So you understand me? So look at his face really good. So that's the association president representing taxi and bus operator. Most of these men are decent men. Not every bus and taxi operator a bad person. And I think them choose the wrong person to represent them. Look at his green shirt. You can see his green shirt. He show you who he represent. And if he have to sit down in a meeting with Vaz and Nigel Clark, you know who's going to come out on the winning side. He never wear a neutral shirt here. Him show him colors. That's the man show him colors who he represent. So when him come on TV, remember, you know, him screwing over already in a taxi operator. So him come on TV now, so him put on him green shirt, come make the bigger boss. Him say, boy, me I take that one for Uno, you know. Yeah, me I do. I want if you understand me, I'm with you. Real labor right. When taxi and bus operator ball and I call him, you know, saying wrong. Now no empathy for them. Because him not own a bus or a taxi, him not have no feelings, people. So, there's some of there. So there you go, in a nutshell. Yeah? You know? There you go. There you go. Charger. Man, charged with sexual assault with carnal abuse. In charge, you know? Charged with carnal abuse last year by detectives assigned to the Center for Investigation of 12-year-old man. Oh my God, man. Jesus. Rusty alligator looking man. Brother, may I tell you, no good enough. And, you know, you get charged for essay and charged for fraud. And you, I represent the taxi and the bus driver them. I made that decision. Look here, brother. Want to know if you don't want to do, take politics out on the bread and butter on the yard. That's Jamaica problem. It's up to Uno for change. I don't need for change too. So me no sorry for no taxi and bus driver at Jamaica. Me really don't. No, me no really. Me no don't. After me read, I find out what's going on here. Me really, after me get deeper down in it, I'm really understanding the depth of this thing. Me no sorry for no. Because you guys put politics over no home. You put politics over no own life. That's why I don't have this man that represent Uno. Uno put politics over on yourself. Look on the long rap sheet. And this one never represent Uno. Look on the rap sheet, fraud and all type of stuff. Eh? How much years? So this man's a felon. So he take money from people and produce what him said. So would you say he's working for somebody in the government office? So if this man have this link and contact, he look like some man where they at Jamaica, when they got some government office them in at the parking lot, I tell them, say them know somebody and them can get you this and get you that at a lower fee or even faster. I wonder if this is going. Look here, the transportation office, this walking office. You can get Hackney carried license, you can get this and that. These are the walking, these are the mobile office. Then I ask, is this the man who represents the Ministry of Transportation? Is this the mobile office where you get Hackney license and all that? Is this the go-to guy? You get what you no pay for. Hackney carry and bus driver. And while the government at it, give the people my pay raise. Because the bus and driver, when the taxi and the bus fee raise, welcome to the people, another bang around. People, thank you for watching this video as usual. I am a student in a class. Make sure no comments make sense in every sentence. If this is the first time on my platform and I like the work, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. Yeah? And if you don't like what we do, no come out with no trouble. We don't have an issue with you, my brethren and sister. Just click that button and find another page and, with your rage and come back another day. You see what I say? Yeah, man. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Guys, manners and respect. Hear me no, man. Just hear me, people. You know how you may say manners and respect to each and every one. Or if I pay attention to them, thing I know people. I show no how taxi and bus driver use politics to screw over themselves. Look on this man's shirt. He can't simply tell you what this man represent. He don't represent taxi and bus man. No, on our bottom feeders. The man represent the man that him going to go see and come talk to him. You see it? Now wake up, man. I don't know, man. Get rid of EF top, man. Get rid of him, man. Yeah, man. People, thank you so much for watching this video. Look like food, eat. Talk to you guys later. Thank you so much, people. Enough love, manners, and respect to each and every one. Yeah. People, if you think somebody hear this, share this. Respect.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, miss away in the yellow correct you. Use the youth, the money, base for most of the statue. Say we like a catch you, but they got enough, they got you. Take this spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got up. Too much eating at the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% praise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption please.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out with each.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.